being able to come down to Australia for the first time. So I was wondering if you could start off by telling us a little bit about how this tour's come about and how you feel about heading to Australia.
Well, there's been a few offers in the past couple of years to go to Australia, but when the offer came up with Denim Inc., it's such a cool old school package, and it just seemed like the right time to do it with our new guitarist Daniel DK, and for us, it's crazy because the original Exciter or any form of Exciter, we've never been to Australia before, so we're super excited. We're super excited to meet the fans and play for them. You know, there's been Exciter fans down there for many, many years, and now we finally get to meet them and play with them and play with Denim Inc. And like I said, I think it's a pretty cool old school package, and we're really looking forward to it.
Definitely. I was going to ask that actually. How you've never been to Australia, but how much correspondence have you had with your Australian fans over the years?
Well, back in the day, we used to get tons of fan mail that we answered all by hand, but I've never really been really close to a lot of Australian fans, to tell you the truth. But you know, we hear it's such a great place to tour, and you know, to meet people that have been into Exciter since 1983, and we get to play for them. It's pretty cool. It's just, there's parts of this world that Exciter has never been to, and Australia is it's a pretty cool place that we want to play for the first time.
Yeah. And what is that relationship like between Exciter and Venom Inc.? Are you guys friends, or will this be the first time that you've headed out onto the road with them?
This will be the first time. We know them in the 80s. We toured with Kronos, but not Mantis. So it's going to be great meeting him. We've never been on the road together, but it's going to be great. I'm so looking forward to meeting them, and loads of respect for them. So, you know, both bands, and for the fans, I think it's going to be like a night in 1983.
As this is the first time that you've come to Australia, is there anything that you're looking forward to doing away from the shows? Like, is there something on your bucket list that you really want to do while you're in Australia?
You're asking the wrong guy now, because I did all the touring around and stuff in the 80s, and for me, it's all about the music, and people give me shit when I get home, but I'm not a big... I'm really excited to see the cities, but there's nothing on my bucket list other than being on that stage and meeting the fans, and that's what it's all about for me.
Yeah.
That excites me so much. You know, I'll see the city, going to the hotel and flying in and flying out and all that stuff, but I'm not a big tourist guy.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to the shows, and that's what it is for me.
So talking about the shows, what have you got in store for your Australian fans? Because you haven't been here, does that mean that they get like a greatest hits package, or what have you guys got planned for Australia?
Well, because we've always done songs from the first 4 albums, they're going to get a greatest hits. Like, that's basically what we're doing. We're recording an album now, and hopefully we'll have it out by the end of the year. But until that's done, it's all about the old stuff, and that's why they come to the shows. And we love playing all the old Exciter classics. Differences now with John out of the band, we can do stuff from the Undoing the Wicked album, which was a big album for us. And yeah, it's going to be cool. It's just, you know, a whole medley of the first 4 albums.
Yeah. You mentioned before Daniel DeKay coming into the band. Tell us a little bit about Daniel and why you felt that he was the perfect fit for Exciter.
Well, Daniel wasn't just somebody that came and tried out. We've known Daniel for a lot of years. He was in a band in Ottawa here called Aggressor, and I know a lot of his dads and family members. He's like family before he called up to try out for the band. When he called me up, at that point we had shows coming up, and we had to get a guitarist, and then all of a sudden, when word got out, we were just flooded with people that wanted to try out from all over the world, which is great. But as soon as he called me, I just knew that he was the guy. And I told Al, and Al said, it's him, man. And we didn't even go to the list. No disrespect to anyone. But he came out to that first rehearsal and did the whole fucking set like he'd been in the band for years. He's such a great player. He's a great kid.
Yeah.
He's a great business. He's super professional. And because we knew his whole background and his family and everything before he joined the band, it wasn't just like, hey, man, we got this kid now, and we don't know anything about him, but he can play good. We knew the whole package, and we're super happy to carry on Exciter with him.
Yeah. I've seen a few bands here in Australia recently where they've rushed out and grabbed someone to be in their band when they've needed to replace someone, and it hasn't worked out. A few months later, they're kicking the person out of the band. How important is it to find that right person to come into a band? Because a band is like a family.
Well, fuck, it's exactly what you just said. It's like Al and I went to the casino and fucking rolled sevens to get DK was a gift from heaven. I mean, it's just to find him and how he fit in and how he plays. And, for a year now we've been playing with him, and the fans accept him. They accepted him right away, and he's a full-fledged part of Exciter now. And then we really lucked out because you're right. It could have went the other way, and then you have somebody for a couple of months, you fire them, and then you get somebody else. For a band to come together chemistry-wise, man, a lot of bands, that's a lot of reason why they make it or they don't make it. And, like I said, we really lucked out getting him. And knowing his whole background and knowing him for years had a big part in that, too, and his character. And you can throw somebody in your band and all the fans love him and shit, but if it's a nightmare off stage, there's a million factors involved, as you know.
Yeah.
But we really lucked,
Yeah. Dan, looking back to when Exciter first started out, if someone had said to you way back then that 40 years later you guys would be still going together strong, making new music and touring, what would you have said to them?
You know what? My brother was a huge influence on Exciter, and was like a fourth silent member. And my brother used to say stuff like that back then. You guys, even before Heavy Metal Maniac, you guys wait, man. You're going to be big, and he predicted the future. But no, the same thing. I turned to him and go, you're nuts. And to tell you the truth, I was 20 years old when Heavy Metal Maniac took off, and these shows that we're doing now in 2020, I'm 57 now, and sometimes I'll just be playing and I'll be thinking to myself, oh my God, I feel like I'm 20, I'm still doing these songs, still going around the world. It's like, it's so surreal at times. Even at rehearsal, I look up at Al and I'm playing and we both have a smile, and it's like, holy fuck, man, I started playing with Al when I was 15.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty cool, and you look out and you see 20-year-old people in their 20s singing the lyrics to the early 80s albums, and people that have waited, and some older people that saw us back then, and then they bring their kids and friends, and they just waited all these years, and it's pretty surreal. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. You mentioned before that you've just finished off a new album. When can we expect to hear that, and what can people expect to hear on the album?
We haven't finished it all. We're in the middle of recording. We're going to send a demo around to companies in the next few months. But Al and I wrote most of it, which is great because we wrote a lot of the first 4 albums, or else me and John wrote the rest of the stuff. So we just wrote like early Exciter, but you can't. In 2020, you can't put out an album that's written or sounds like 1983. I mean, we feel that we brought in the elements of old Exciter into it. Of course, with Daniel's playing, it's a new level of Exciter. It's a more controlled, super heavy, and I'm it's I can't really say too much about it, but hopefully the fans will like it. We're happy with it, and anything we wrote in the past, we always made sure we were happy with it first, and then we just hope the fans liked it, and that's what we're doing now.
Definitely. Well, mate, I cannot wait to hear it. And I know we're right out of time, so I'll quickly ask before I go, is there anything you'd like to say to your Australian fans out there before they grab tickets for these shows?
Well, come out and pound some metal with us and Venom Inc., and we'll make it like a night in 1983, man. And we're still looking forward to seeing you Aussie fans, and we hear how crazy you are, and we're going to blow the roof off of some places down there, so we're really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, Dan, thank you so much for chatting to us today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll see you in Australia very, very soon.
Great. Thanks, brother.
Awesome, mate. Have a great night. Bye.